Hello, welcome to MEOWKLUB. Today I'm playing a lot of games by the developer Half-Brick, and this is their latest one. It's called Fish Out of Water. It's a cool game. It's very well made, and this is kind of a little review of it, but also I can show you how to get pretty high scores on it. I think I know a pretty good way to do it. So we've got all these different fish here. Each one has different strengths and different weaknesses. This is my favorite, or he's actually not my favorite, but he's the highest scoring fish I find. He's called Rocket, and he goes in a very straight line. He can get a lot of skips and a lot of distance. Basically you're judged out of 10 for different aspects of your throw. What we're going to do, we're going to throw the fish, and we want to score high distance and high number of skips. I don't know if you've ever thrown skipping stones across a lake or the sea, but it's like that. So Rocket, he's very good all round. He can get a lot of skips and a lot of distance, but you need to throw him very straight like this, because his pointy nose means he'll easily sort of go back under the water if he's got too much of an angle. He's my favourite, Micro the whale. Now he can't get many skips, but he can get a lot of distance. You can probably get a maximum of about 15 skips with him without using boost, but you want to throw him at around a 45-degree angle like this to get the best out of him. Olympus, he's okay all-round fish, but really I don't recommend using him much, because Rocket can really do a lot better than him in most situations. Now Finlay's the dolphin. He's unique in that he can go under the water, and what you want to do with Finlay is throw him kind of like this, but not too high, or he'll hit the bottom, which will really screw up his approach basically. The brothers, now these are actually 4 very small fish, and these guys are very bad at getting distance, but they're very good at getting a lot of skips, because there's 4 of them, and I'll show you how to use them a bit better later. But these ones have got pointy noses like Rocket, so you want to throw them quite low, quite straight to the water like that. Errol, now you can see underwater he's pretty small, but when he comes out he inflates like a ball, so he's a very good all-round fish. He can bounce a lot of times, he can bounce a very long way, and he's very good in stormy weather. Right now we're playing in pretty normal weather. It's a little bit choppy, the water, so I'm going to show you my standard strategy, which I use in all normal kinds of weather. So when the water's quite flat and there's no sort of wind or anything like that, you can tell the wind by looking at this flag up here. That'll tell you what the wind's doing. As you can see at the moment it's pretty calm. So I'm going to throw Rocket first pretty straight, and I'm going to use all my boost with him because it really does make a difference. I maybe should have thrown him a little bit higher than that, but so I'm just holding down my finger here, so every time he gets a boost he's going to use it. Okay, that was not a great example, but you can see I've got pretty good distance already. I've got 41 skips and 225 meters. Now I'm going to throw the brothers. Now I'm going to wait for them to be bouncing quite close to the water and then use that little boost. Okay. I've just leveled up, and now I can either anybody but Olympus really I can throw here. If I've got a lot of skips I'm going to use, and not much distance, I'm going to use Micro. I've sort of got an average amount of both, so I'm going to use Finlay now. And as you can see, he almost touched the bottom there, so if I'd thrown him a little bit higher, I wouldn't have made that. I mean, he would have hit the bottom and really slowed down. But as you can see, he's quite a good all-round fish. And I've got an okay number of skips there. Okay, so that hasn't worked too great, but as you can see, I've got an okay score. Let's try it again and see if I can do a bit better. I just scored 9.7 using this tactic. Actually, I want to talk a little bit about gems. So we've got these gems, and I can combine them to give different effects. I'll show you if you combine a yellow and a red. Let's do that for a second. It'll make the orange charm. Now that means hard to please hardwood, who is the most critical of all the crabs, is going to give me a high score now. He'll give me a 10 no matter what I do, and that can really make a difference. Now the rarest and best crystals you can hope to get are the black ones. If you combine 2 black ones, you'll get a ninja fish, which it's kind of like Finlay, but 3 Finlays, and it goes very far and gets a lot of skips. So you want to throw it exactly like the dolphin if you ever get 2 black charms. Let's try and get some right boost here. We should get a lot of skips for this. 60, that's very good. And now we want some distance really, so I'm going to throw micro at about 45 degrees. Wow, I'm doing well with the boosts. So he's got a very good distance here, which is just what I wanted. Let's see what we can get. Oh, I got 10 anyway, what a waste. So yeah, that's a really great score, and it's a pretty easy way to get it. So, like I say, you just need to think about combining distance and skips, and you want to keep track of how much distance and skips you've got on the side here. So for example, here I scored lower on distance. Maybe well, I think I was right to use micro as my last fish. Okay, let's try some different fish and see if we can get a similar score. Let's try micro first this time and give him some boost. This is a really great way to get a lot of distance on your first one. And I'm just going to keep boosting in order to collect more boost for my other fish. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Now let's use rocket as we would normally. With fish like rocket with pointy noses, if you boost when you're very close to the water like this, you'll really get a lot more skips out of your throw. So now I want a lot more skips, so let's try and do something good with the brothers. Okay, we're gonna boost now. Not too great. Not a bad score. Now the times when you don't want to be using the brothers is when the sea is quite rough, and if, as I said, the weather changes a lot in this game. Probably the best weather for high scores would be the jellyfish, which is when a lot of jellyfish will take over the sea, and you can bounce off them and it will really extend your throws. and then we've also got the underwater volcano weather. Now these are both quite rare, but if you see them forecast, you should try and make the most of them. The underwater volcanoes will sort of spew random shoots of water, which again will bounce you up really high and really improve your score. And always look out for the black gems. If you can get 2 black gems combined and get a ninja fish, just throw it as exactly like you'd throw the dolphin, and you'll get a really good score for that. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.